most artists struggle with funding, right? So it's that's going to be a big hiccup for many as they're kind of navigating direct to consumer. But being able to potentially cut out streaming platforms and say, hey, just go to my website and download, right? If you look at the trend, right? If we just look at hip hop in particular, how many artists have we seen just in the last, I don't know, 2 to maybe even 3 years, right? Being signed to major labels, being leaving that major label,
Right.
and either going direct to consumer, or just simply seemingly being happier, now that they're kind of away from whatever major label system, right? Now, of course, that major label helped propel their career to being a household name, but being a household name, of course, doesn't necessarily mean that you're satisfied with the number in your bank account, right? So I think I would encourage artists, if you can go to direct to consumer, figure it out, make that website, make your own channels, that one-stop shop. It could pay off in the long run.
For sure, I agree with that 100%. And then I know you said you're getting back into your content bag. So
yeah,
what's it been like for you? Because you've been behind the scenes for a while, and now I saw a few posts that you posted on your social media. It was a little different, it was a little not challenging, but it was different because you're going to. So what's that been like for you?
Yeah, it's given me an opportunity to practice what I've been preaching, right? To tell artists, hey, you need to make content. You need to make content. You need to be active on reels or shorts or whatever the case may be. And then for me to now go into my classroom, set up a tripod, set up a camera. I mean, I had my boys A-Rod and G. A-Rod, who's an incredible photographer and videographer from Pennsauken, and and G doing his behind the scenes as he's a guest speaker for my lecture. And they're just watching me set up the tripod and get everything ready for my behind-the-scenes content. And I'm just like, I got 2 photographers in the room, and yet I'm working the hardest.
Right.
Like, this is crazy. But it's been a challenge. I think the most difficult part for me right now is editing, right? Being consistent with the editing, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm doing really good with shooting my own content, and then it just sits on my computer for like a week or 2 weeks, and I'm like, what the hell am I doing?
Yeah, I know how that goes, man.
Yeah. So that's the biggest challenge, but I love it, right? It's fulfilling because once again, I'm practicing what I'm preaching,
Right.
and as you just touched on, right, I'm allowing people to see a different side of me. Same with the music, right?
Yeah.
Like I'll tell one of my artists, hey, post the album cover, post that music video again. There's always going to be someone that doesn't know what you released, what you did. Could have came out 3 years ago. Somebody, one of your 1,000 to 10,000, 100,000 followers, they missed this song.
100%.
They missed this video. Sure enough, you're always going to see a comment. When did this drop?
Yeah.
And it's, the artists can easily get frustrated by that, or they can look at that as an opportunity to start a conversation. And that's kind of what I've been doing, right? It's like I posted the professor content, the teaching content. I'm getting comments like, oh, I had no idea that you're teaching. I had no idea you're teaching hip hop. That's cool, right? So now I get to educate people on my own journey, right? Because, of course, I've spent a lot of time promoting others. Now I get to do a little bit more of that for myself.
You're